All right, we're live here with Brett Deyo, track promoter at Utica-Rome, Georgetown, and Fonda. How you doing today?
Doing great. Just getting ready for our last race of the year here at Utica-Rome, the Coal Cup and Modern Day Outlaw 50. So kind of been dodging the weather today and hoping we have a good night.
What do you expect the modifieds to be in 5 years?
It's constantly changing. The technology's changing. We're on the big coil revolution now. Obviously, you see some tracks tried to go the spec route and struggle a little bit with the spec 358s. It seems like our program's pretty strong car count wise, our engine package. I do think you'll probably see a few less tracks, which we're starting to see now. Some tracks are announcing a little bit of uncertain futures, and I think touring modified racing will still be good. You may have a few less weekly tracks, but I don't see it going away. I see only bigger purses and a brighter future for the division.
So you did the LED lights at Fonda, and you were talking about the stands for Utica-Rome. What are you expecting to do for next year for upgrades?
This year we kind of blew through our upgrade budget pretty hard. We did both tracks with LED lights, which was a huge investment. Obviously we're going to add some clay at both venues, and we do need to do a little work here to the slingshot track to get that a little bit better, and just keep going, keep selling more sponsorships so we can make little projects at a time. But this year was a big one. I mean, it was more than $100,000 to do the lights at both tracks. So I don't know many tracks that do that, let alone two in 1 year. So now we're just going to focus on other projects and keep getting better.
Growing up in Middletown, what made you want to be a track promoter?
I never really thought I did. I always wanted to just do special races. We did the first Super Nationals when I was 23 years old. And at that time I was working for Area Auto Racing News full time, so I couldn't really do a whole lot more. Then started doing a couple more races in 09 and 10 and 11, and Georgetown became available first, which was a specials only track, so that really fit in with what I was doing. And then Fonda was struggling pretty bad, and we had a good meeting with the fair board to get in there, and I never thought I'd have three. I can tell you that it's a lot of work, a lot of moving parts, but we've got a good group of people, and I've always really been interested in the promoting side. It definitely is an interesting business.
Would you ever see street stocks back here or at Fonda for Fonda 200? It was a great event and lots of people loved it. Do you ever see it coming back?
No, the street stocks are just too negative on Facebook. That's why we got rid of them. Every Sunday after Fonda, it was brutal, and we had a couple warnings about it. And for us, we get 1 day a week off. Sunday, you don't want to spend it reading stuff on Facebook. So right now, honestly, we're looking at trying to shorten our programs too. That's another part of it. I think people's attention span keeps getting shorter, especially younger kids and families. So if anything, we're going to look at trying to run fewer divisions rather than more divisions.
What do you expect from the Kim Duell build when he showed it at Albany Saratoga this year? Do you expect it going newer, or do you expect people to build older?
I'm not really sure what to think. See, we're in a different situation because our pro stock division is very strong. Fonda's probably got the best pro stock division in the entire Northeast. So I'm not a real big fan of changing anything at the moment because it's successful. When you start changing things, and sometimes you can get away from your success. So, if Dirt Car and everybody has a meeting and that's the way they're going to go, obviously I'm going to go with them because I don't think we need to split the division up as far as rules. But personally, I'm very happy with the class like it is. I think we had that rules adjustment at Fonda during the year. It brought everybody back together, and I'm happy with the class. I think it's on a good track right now.
Do you expect the pro stocks to tag along with the mods and the sportsmen in the future for the short track super series? Or?
I definitely would like to do a few more pro stock races. The problem that we get back to is time management. On a midweek show, I really don't like to run that many divisions, and Port Royal was a success last year. We're doing that again, and I definitely would look at some other events too. I really like the class. I think they put on some of the best racing, and especially at Fonda. I think it's one of the best races of the night, if not the best, every week.
What do you expect for next year? Do you have any big plans?
I think next year we're going to refine some of our bigger events. The Fonda 200 was successful. I think I want to build the New Yorker. The Elite Series was a new thing this year with all that money, and I'm going to look at how that worked out and maybe make a few adjustments there. And like I said, keep improving the facilities. Georgetown's got some pretty big improvements on the way. Since the purchase was completed last December, things are really looking up there. And I just want to do one project at a time and keep doing. That's what we did at Fonda this year. We did the lights, the VIP towers, the fence got redone by the fair board. They redid their offices. We keep doing stuff like that. Obviously, the lights got done here over the winter. just keep making our facilities stand out and keep going forward.
There's one last question for you. What do you expect from Middletown? There's a rumor going around that it could possibly be sold. What would that do for you in the history there?
It would be so disappointing, especially with 5 Mile Point, Grandview, and Orange County all in the same year. Hopefully, it shows to race fans and competitors out there that there isn't the big money making that they think there is at these racetracks. Because I don't know anyone that sells a successful business. Hopefully, you appreciate the tracks that are still here, support them. In Middletown, that's over 100 years. That's a tough deal. I mean, Grandview's got such a great fan base and car base, and 5 Mile Point's got so much history. So all of them, it's a tough loss every time anyone goes. But those three, to be on shaky ground in 1 year is a tough blow to racing, I would say.
Well, I appreciate you doing the interview, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.